Check, check. Oh, I see what we got. Okay. Um, Give me 2 more minutes. I just want to double check all our settings.
Ten, 9.
Track is open.
Seven,
That is
6.
not our countdown. Don't worry about it. All right, track's open. Get your laps. Could definitely use a quarter marshal over there by number 4. Looks good. All right, we'll let these guys get a couple laps. Make sure we get them checked in.
Travis Blocker. Levi Google.
All right. Who's got the straightaway speed out of Travis or Matthew? Looking pretty similar? Pretty close. All right. You think so? 15, yeah. All right, loop's going live. Next time you cross, we are on the clock. I bet there's a lot to be learned at 30%, staying in that race line, cutting it down. There's 90 feet to be saved on this track. Cut those right down to the last inch. 90 feet is the difference between this running in the center of the track and running on the race line. That's longer than an entire straightaway, wall to wall.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Travis Blocker, Levi Google, Matthew Google.
I think we're chopping another 10% out of each of their throttles next round.
Three minutes left. After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Levi Google, Travis Blocker, Matthew Google. 2 minutes left. After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Levi Google, Matthew Google, Travis Blocker.
Next up, I'm looking for four-wheel drive buggy 13.5, all 7 of them. One minute on the clock. I got Levi up by 40 seconds. Oh, that's good. Oh, he's kicking your guys' butts. Was that right?
1 minute left.
I was on the phone, but oh yeah, look at him go. Like they're standing still. I did see that those two hung up. Oh, come on. What kind of hacking is that? No way. Boo. You're going to have to make sure you're clean, Matthew. Teach Matthew a lesson how to get a clean pass in. All right, then the race between
After 4
Matthew and
minutes, 41
Travis.
seconds,
Somehow
the top
Matthew's got a
drivers are Levi
20-second.
Google, Matthew Google, Travis Blocker.
Matthew in seconds got 20 seconds over Travis. So check their straightaway speed, see if that's an issue. Is that all you got right there,
5, 4,
Travis?
3, 2.
You were
1.
faster at the beginning of the race. You think you're running out of battery or something. Oh, yeah, okay. Might be. All right, we'll get that back up to 30. I think we got a race between you two. And I'm glad Levi's beating you. You think Levi's passed both of you guys 2 or 3 times?
Levi Google done.
All right, well, let's give you guys each 5 extra % over what you
Travis
started
Blocker done.
with next qualifier. So 35% on mine.
All drivers are finished.
All right,
Matthew
that's a
Google
race.
done.
Levi takes the victory by almost a minute. Ooh, don't break that thing at the end. We've got more racing to do. We will need some volunteer corners.
The
This
race
is
is
going to be a
completed.
very busy, very fast race class with 7 13.5s. We'll see how it goes. We might split them up for the second qual. Yeah. I'll get that thing on the charger as soon as I get a minute. I'll get that on the charger and it'll be ready each time for you. Any volunteer quarter marshals, along with any rookies that are confident enough to get out there and quarter marshal? All right. Looks like we got coverage. Track is open. Let them
Okay.
eat.
Jeff Adol, Dan Peary, Ben Adol, Abe Armstrong, Zach Hayes. Josh Adolf.
I do have all drivers checked in correctly. It is busy out there. I would definitely be a fan of communication on the stand. We've got quite a varying amount of skill and experience. So call it out if you're coming up to make a pass for the second time, or tell them what you're doing. That could help our traffic flow. I'm putting 19 seconds on the clock.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Loop is live. Abe, Josh, and Dan are on the clock now, Paul, and everybody else too.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Josh Adolph, Jeff Adolph, and Dan Peary.
Josh was running at the top. Those top two drivers, Paul and Ben, separated by 1/2 of a second. Jeff about 3 seconds back from there, and Josh is now 1 second back. Paul Thacker finding some time out there. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left on the clock, and Paul has found 4.5 seconds over Ben.
Three minutes left.
With Paul stretching it out, that's going to leave all the battles between the Adolphs. I got
After
Ben
2
in
minutes
that
20
too.
seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph, Josh Adolph, and Dan Peary.
At the halfway point, I got Ben in the 2. Jeff just 2 seconds back. Josh just 1 second back from there. Paul did go in his lid. Let's see if it was enough. Those quarter marshals are quick. Three down, 2 to go. Paul still got just close to 4 seconds over Mr. Ben Adolph.
2 minutes
It's now
left.
Josh in the 3 with Jeff 2 seconds back in the 4. I did get a really long lap out of Zach.
After 3 minutes 31 seconds,
So let
the
me
top
know if you
drivers
think
are
you
Paul
missed.
Thacker, Ben Adolph, Josh Adolph, Jeff Adolph, and Dan Peary.
Just over a minute. Paul up by 3. Ben's looking good on the 2 with Josh about 2.5 seconds behind him. 1, 2, 3 are your tight battles. Jeff's still in the 4, but he's trailed back a little bit.
1 minute left. After 4 minutes 41 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Josh Adolph, Jeff Adolph, and Zach Hayes.
Looking at some lap times out there. Paul's the fastest on the track at 12.3. Josh
5,
not far off of that
4,
with a 12.4.
3,
Ben
2,
with a 12.5.
1. Abe Armstrong done. Paul Thacker done. Josh Adolph done.
Once you
Adolph
hear
done.
you're done,
Jeff
definitely
Adolph done.
stay out of the guys' ways that are
All
still
drivers are
racing.
finished. Zach Hayes done.
That is a race. Mr. Zach Hayes at a 33-second lap out there, about the midpoint of the race. Is that possible, or do you think we might have missed somehow? All right, so I'll force a lap, add one for you.
The race is completed.
That was loud out there, all those four-wheel drives. sure you guys know, Sportsman two-wheel drive buggy, heat number 1 of 2, Gabe, Aiden, Matthew, Ron, and Zach. Come on, corner marshals. We got to save about a minute between each of these races. We can get out of here at a decent hour. You just let Corey know, and he'll jump in there between if he's got a moment. I'm sure it needs a screw in there. Well, I'm sure he could drill a hole and drop a screw. Let Corey know when he's not busy. All right, how are we looking on corner marshals? I think we got coverage. Track is open.
Matthew Google. Aiden Lyons. Gabe Neeson. Lyons. Zach Hayes. 1 minute to the start of the race.
I've got everyone checked. I'm going to throw 20 seconds on that time clock. 20 seconds till the loop goes live.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Gabe Neeson, Lyons, Aiden Lyons, Zach Hayes, and Matthew Google.
As a side note to that running order, it's way too close to call. I have less than a second between 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next time you see Zach Hopkins, you've got to thank him for all of his efforts on that outdoor track. He's been out there running the excavator and the dump truck. Tonight he's on a wild goose chase to pick up a trailer in Wasilla, skid steer in Big Lake, get it all over to the track
3 minutes
so we can
left.
get work done this weekend. But do thank Zach Hopkins. That guy's been giving so much time and energy. He's working. He's picking up that trailer. He might be around later.
After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Zach Hayes, Gabe Neeson, Lyons, Aiden Lyons, and Matthew Google.
At that halfway point, got Gabe and Zach switching positions. Ron a third of a second back. So 1, 2, 3. Gabe, Zach, and Ron running very tight. Aiden a bit off of their pace, about 10 seconds, and Matthew about 4 seconds back from there.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes to go, and I got a half a second between 1 and 2. That's Gabe and Zach. Ron's right there within another second.
After 3 minutes 31 seconds, the top drivers are Gabe Neeson, Zach Hayes, Lyons, Aiden Lyons, and Matthew Google.
I'm rooting for that blue car of Ron. I don't think I've seen him beat his son Aiden before. I don't know if there's a story there, but he's
1 minute
looking good for this race. Less than a minute on the clock. At the 20-second mark,
After 4 minutes 41 seconds, the top drivers are Zach Hayes, Gabe Neeson, Lyons, Aiden Lyons, and Matthew Google.
Less than a second between Zach and Gabe. Going to be coming down to the wire.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Keep running until you hear your name. It was chaos in that
Aiden
second to
Lyons
last
done.
lap. We got a heck of a mix-up.
Zach Hayes done. Lyons done.
Ron will move all the way to the number 2 spot.
Matthew Google done.
Zach securing the
drivers are
1, and
finished.
Gabe comes in for
Gabe
a
Neeson
third
done.
after leading so much of the race. Was it a legit win, Ron? Have you ever beat Aiden before? Oh, better bring the heat. Do some tuning.
The race is completed.
You have a short course? You have a short course? Yeah, I'm not really set up to get it going. We got a short course. If Corey's not too busy, you could ask Levi. If Corey's not too busy, hey Levi. Am I saying the wrong name? Levi? Yeah. Corey, I guess if you want to set him up on the short course truck and I can add him. I'm looking for one more quarter marshal over there in number 3. We have all our quarters from the last race. I got Gabe, I got Aiden, Matthew, is he out there? Must be underneath me. Zach. Oh, we were looking for, okay. Got it covered. Where's Aiden? Oh, who are we missing? Yeah, we're good. We got coverage. All right, track's open.
Jeff Adolph. Ben Adolph. Dan Peary. Josh Adolph.
Ron Lyons, not racing? All right then.
Jeff Adolph.
All right.
Ben Adolph.
Everybody is checking in. I'm throwing 15 seconds on
Josh
that time
Adolph.
clock.
Dan Peary. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Looking at some lap times real quick. Dan Perry with a 13.6. Ben with a 13.7. Josh matching. Ooh. Josh matching. Yep, that 13.7.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Josh Adolph, Dan Peary, Jeff Adolph.
Less than 2 seconds separation from first to fourth. Everybody is less than a second to the next driver. Our leader with a painful one, parking it in reverse on the steps. That's going to mix it up. That will put Dan Perry to the top, leading the Adolphs around. Josh is only a third of a second behind him, though.
3 minutes left.
Leader on his lid. Will it be enough?
After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Jeff Adolph, Dan Peary, Ben Adolph, Josh Adolph.
That running order just flipped on its head. I've only got a tenth of a second between Jeff and Dan, 1 and 2. And then 1 second back, we got Josh.
Two minutes left.
Jeff on that top spot's earned himself a little buffer, about 4 seconds. Old man leading the boys around. It's Josh on the 2, Ben on the 3.
After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Jeff Adolph, Josh Adolph, Ben Adolph, Dan Peary.
Having another look at those fast lap times. It's Ben Adolph with a 13.3. Next fastest to be Josh at a 13.5, Dan at a 13.6, and Jeff at a 13.7. So all of them have the speed. It definitely comes down to 1 or 2 mistakes. 45 seconds on that clock. Jeff in the orange, yellow, and green leading us around. He's got about 2 seconds up over Josh in the pink and green.
After 4 minutes 41 seconds, the top drivers are Jeff Adolph, Josh Adolph, Dan Perry, Ben Adolph.
Jeff Adolph's earned a 6-second cushion. Everybody else is running pretty close.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jeff Adolph done. Josh Adolph done. Ben Adolph done. All drivers are finished. Dan Perry done.
Jeff Adolph will take that win that comes along with a TQ for round 1. Nice work.
The race is completed.
We got a busy 2-wheel drive buggy sportsman class coming up next. Definitely need at least 1 volunteer quarter marshal, if not 2, plus our 4 drivers. All 3 of the Adolphs are running 3 classes. They've got a busy 8 feet of pit space over there. We'll give them an extra minute to get out here. All right, track is open.
Carl Blocker Sr., John Blocker, Daniel Google, Ken Perry. Ben Castleberry.
Travis, I am not getting a check out of you. Oh, man, bugger.
One minute to the start of the race.
All right, 20 seconds on that time clock before the loop goes live.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Castleberry, John Blocker, Carl Blocker Sr., Daniel Google, and Ken Perry.
Ben in the orange has worked up a nice little 5-second cushion. It's Senior on the 2, but John less than half a second behind him.
Three minutes left.
Carl Sr. in the blue and gray in the second place. His son John with a dark brown, black, yellow wheels. That's the battle on the
After
track.
2 minutes
There's about
20
a second
seconds,
between
the
them.
top drivers are Ben Castleberry, Carl Blocker Sr., John Blocker, Daniel Google, and Ken Perry.
So far, Zach Hayes is holding his own on that TQ board. Ben Castleberry got past him. We'll see if anybody else can beat Zach Hayes 20 lap 5 flat. So whoever gets 21 laps will move up towards the top of that TQ board.
2 minutes left.
Minute and a half left on the clock. Looks like Senior's looking pretty safe on that number 2 now. Now your battle is Ken Perry and Daniel Google.
After 3
1
minutes
half a
30
second
seconds,
there.
the top drivers are Ben Castleberry, Carl Blocker Sr., John Blocker, Ken Perry, and Daniel Google.
Ken Perry in that yellow and blue. Looks like Daniel is running the silver and blue. That's 4 and 5. Less than a second between them. Oh, Senior jumped into the top spot. Where did that come from?
1 minute left.
Castleberry's just a couple seconds behind him now. That silver and gray is now your leader, pushing that orange car of Ben down to the 2. 45 seconds on the clock. Can he get by him? Not with that action.
After 4 minutes 41 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Castleberry, Carl Blocker Sr., John Blocker, Daniel Google, and Ken Perry.
Senior must have made a mistake.
5,
I didn't see. So Castleberry's up ahead
3,
by 0.9.
2,
Going to be down to the last lap. Who's it going to be for the win and the TQ? John Blocker is really right there as well. He's only about 2 seconds back in
Carl
that 3
Blocker
spot.
Sr. done. Ben Castleberry done. John Blocker done.
Castleberry, the orange,
All
takes it
drivers
by
are finished.
1 second.
Ken Perry done.
That will be your
Daniel
TQ.
Google done.
Next up, we'll bring out the same style cars, but we're going to put the expert buggies. So this was Sportsman. Next group is running the exact same style car and motor,
The race is
and they
completed.
are our expert drivers. Let's get that throttle EPA set around 60% probably.
Paul Thacker.
Thank you, corner marshals. Track is open.
Jeff Adolph. Josh Adolph. Ben Adolph.
And then Corey, could you throw my buggy on the charger for Matthew?
Dan Perry.
Right, everybody's got at least a lap out there. I'm going to put 15 seconds on the time clock, 15 seconds till the loop goes live.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This should be some very tight racing. We've got 3 Adolphs, 1 father, 2 sons. Paul Thacker, Team Losi driver, factory sponsored, and Dan Perry mixing it up as well in that blue B7 associated car. We've got R1 Works cars, we've got Losi cars, and associated cars. Good little mix. Paul and Ben dip it into the 12-second lap range, 12.9.
The top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph, and Josh Adolph.
Paul throws in a 12.8 for good measure. Our fast lap out of the four-wheel drive 13.5s was about a half second quicker at a 12.3. That invisible speed can only be seen by someone who knows what they're looking at. Finding that racing line, knowing your braking and acceleration points.
3 minutes left.
1/10 of a second between Paul and Ben. Dan Perry only a second back from there. Paul Thacker in that Losi going over the big jump now and nailing that triple just perfect. You got about 10 inches to land on if you're going for that triple.
After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Paul Thacker, Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph, and Josh Adolph.
0 seconds on that last lap between Paul and Ben. That was interesting. I've never seen triple zeros. Paul and Ben now both running fast laps at a 12.7.
2 minutes left. After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Dan Perry, Jeff Adolph, and Josh Adolph.
With just over a minute remaining, we've got two different battles on the track. The first one's for first place. Paul Thacker currently sitting on it with 2-second lead over this purple and gray. Going over the big jump now, that's Ben Adolph. He's in the number 2. They've got a minute to see if they can get closer. The other battle is Josh and Jeff, 4 and 5.
1 minute left.
Less than a half a second between them. Josh Adolph also threw down a 12.7 to match those fast laps of Paul and Ben. That is quite impressive.
After 4 minutes 41 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Dan Perry, Josh Adolph, and Jeff Adolph. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Josh Adolph done. Ben Adolph done. Paul Thacker done. Dan Perry done.
Paul will get it done at about
All
3-second lead in the end over
Jeff
Ben
Adolph done.
Adolph.
The race is completed.
All right, we're running Levi at about 60% throttle, so if you show me lots of good clean laps, I'll show you how to turn that up next round. We've got coverage, track is open. What's up, Levi? You good?
Carl Blocker Sr., John Blocker, Ken Perry, Ben Castleberry. One minute to the start of the race. Ken Perry.
All right, I'm throwing 10 seconds on that clock. 10 seconds till the loop
8,
goes live.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Castleberry, Ken Perry, John Blocker, Carl Blocker Sr., and Levi Google.
Not much time between positions 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those guys are all well within the race. Less than a second between them. Wild card out there is on that pink and blue. We got to get him running a little cleaner. When you're passing him, try to let these guys go by. Levi, we're definitely off that pace. Levi, just cut it wide, give him some space. Cut it wide on the next corner, please. Let him go by you. Nearly identical fast lap times, all at about 14.9, with the exception of Senior out there throwing down
after 2 minutes 20 seconds. The top drivers are Ben Castleberry, John Blocker, Carl Blocker Sr., Ken Perry, and Levi Google.
One and two getting into it. Let's see what kind of separation we've got. Castleberry was on the lead. He is still in the lead. So it's Castleberry on the top spot. It's now John 3 seconds behind him. Castleberry's got the racing stripes. John is rocking the clear body. Senior on the black and white. Let them get by you, Levi. Yep.
After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Castleberry, John Blocker, Carl Blocker Sr., Ken Perry, and Levi Google. One minute left.
I got Castleberry up by 3 seconds over John Blocker. Senior's only about 2 seconds back from there in that 3 spot. Ken's got about 4 seconds to join that podium.
After 4 minutes 41 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Castleberry, John Blocker, Carl Blocker Sr., Ken Perry, and Levi Google. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Josh, would you do me a favor and slide that bucket wherever you're comfortable, but yeah, forward. There we go. It'll keep other people safe too.
Ken Perry done. Carl Blocker Sr. done. John Blocker done. Levi Google done.
Castleberry stretching it out at the end with a 12-second lead. Senior sneaks in to steal it from John by half a second. Oh, man. Levi, do you want to race that in rookie class? Maybe instead? Talk Corey into putting that on the charger for you.
The race is completed.
All right, I'm going to do a quick refresh. Let me see where the drivers are sitting in Sportsman. I'll let you know if I'm doing a reorder for Sportsman drivers. I am printing a fresh lineup for round number 2. I have changed sportsmen, so the fastest drivers have been moved into the same group. So only sportsmen will be changing. If you were 3, you might be 5, or vice versa. Everybody else will be the same. Sportsmen, please make your way over to the qualifying list to see what heat you're in. Everybody else remains the same. All right. Matthew, you want to bring me that radio? You
1
want me to
minute to the
adjust
start
the
of the
speed
race.
for rookie? Can you bring it to me? Where's the radio so I can adjust it? All right, rookies, head on out to the line. Short course, you will be quarter marshaling for them.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Blockers, do we have an ETA on Travis? Maybe I should move him to heat number 5. Is he close? All right, that was about 45 minutes ago. Get an update. Rookies to the line, rookies to the line. Get a couple short course drivers out there to quarter marshal. Let's get it rolling. That's weird. I replaced that motor. You had to do the same thing. The throttle wasn't there. I did replace the sensor wire first, then I replaced the motor. I'm not worried. All right, I need at least another quarter marshal out there. Let's get it rolling. Where's my short course drivers? All right, works for me. Track open. Track is open. Daniel's filling in for Travis. Let's see if Levi can do it again.
Travis Blocker. Levi Google. Matthew Google.
Quarter marshal on the far end. All right, loop is live next time around. him into heat number 5. Okay. All right, each of our buggies got an extra 5% on the throttle, although Matthew's still out there hacking, it looks like. Slow down before you hit him in the back. You got to be able to do that at 35% throttle. There's a nice clean pass on the inside. Now you can protect your line. That person behind you has to figure out a way to get by you.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Levi Google, Matthew Google, Travis Blocker.
Pretty good battle going now. Matthew and Levi, less than a second. Daniel's about 7 seconds back from that.
Three minutes left.
Next up is going to be our four-wheel drive buggy 13.5, the fastest, the loudest, the heaviest cars. And we will need volunteer quarter marshals for that one.
After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Matthew Google, Levi Google, Travis Blocker. Two minutes left. Levi Google. After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Levi Google, Matthew Google, Travis Blocker.
Don't mind that order, I'll figure out. All right.
Levi 1 minute left.
All right, I do have Levi in that top spot. And then
Travis Blocker.
pretty good race, really. Levi's leading them with a good gap at about 10 seconds in that pink and blue short course. Matthew turned out to about 35% throttle. He's hanging on to that too, with Daniel only 4 seconds behind him. Do we need to turn your throttle down?
After 4 minutes 40 seconds, the top drivers are Levi Google, Matthew Google, Travis Blocker. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Speed on this track is found in fluid motions around the track, not so much of the abrupt acceleration, but just having that fluid movement. So really they're at 30% throttle. You should be able to carry that most way around the track. If nobody's here and you're practicing, turn it down to 20 or 30%
Levi Google
and
done.
see if you can stick in that race line, then add the speed back as you get those clean laps. Slow
Matthew
is
Google done.
smooth and smooth is fast.
All drivers are finished.
All right, Levi
Travis
will
Blocker
take
done.
that one by a mile
race
with
is
the short
completed.
course truck. Volunteer quarter marshals needed, please. We're going to be running the four-wheel drive buggy. We've got 7 drivers on this one. Any volunteers? Daniel, can we get you out there to quarter marshal, please? Still need to see. You got one under me?
Josh Adolph.
Track is open.
Jeff Adolph. Dan Perry.
Levi.
Ben Adolph. Abe Armstrong. Zach Hayes.
Levi,
Paul Thacker.
could you move that bucket as far away as you comfortably can? Perfect. That'll keep you safer. Everyone is checked. I'm putting 20 seconds on the clock.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph, Dan Perry, and Josh Adolph.
Amazing how they have that much speed and they're that close, but the same guys find their way to the top consistently. I think it really comes down to where they choose to pass or make an aggressive move. Patience is often the key. Paul Thacker up by 2. It's Ben on the 2 spot. Josh about 4 seconds back from there. Dan another 4 seconds back from there.
After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Josh Adolph, Dan Perry, and Jeff Adolph.
To your right, to your right.
Two minutes left.
That podium has definitely made a breakaway. Paul up top, Ben about 4 seconds back, Josh another 4 seconds back. Then we've got a good gap. Dan holding on that 4 with Jeff pretty close to him.
After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Josh Adolph, Dan Perry, and Jeff Adolph.
Just over a minute. Paul is finding the time on the track. Man, he's at about 7.5 seconds at this point. The guy just keeps whooping butt. I don't
1
think
minute
I've seen him lose these last few weeks, a single heat or race.
After 4 minutes 41 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Josh Adolph, Dan Perry, and Jeff Adolph. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Paul Thacker done.
Wow, at
Dan
the end,
Perry
we got
done.
10 seconds at least between
Zach
every
Hayes done.
driver out there.
Ben Adolph done. Jeff Adolph done.
Paul Thacker wheeling it in for that top spot.
Abe Armstrong done.
Paul at a 23.5 flat, really close to that 24, which is extra impressive with that many cars on the track.
All drivers are finished.
Josh, you wheeled it in too soon. You finished
The race
at a
is completed.
4:53. All right, sportsmen, I'm leaving you with the job of calling out your corner marshals. Once they're out there, somebody yell track open. I'm going to grab some water. Looking for one more quarter marshal from that last race. When we get bucket 5 covered, we will get this running. Zach Hayes, were you in that last race? Zachary Hayes.
Aiden Lyons.
Oh, you're back to back? I didn't realize I had any back to back. Sorry about that. Okay, good enough. Looks like we got coverage. Thank you,
Matthew
Ben Castleberry. Track is open.
1 minute to the start of the race. Gabe Neeson, Daniel Google, Ken Perry.
Zach, you're in heat 5. All right, 10 seconds till that loop goes live.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Less than a second between the top 4 drivers, Matthew, Aiden, Gabe, and Ken.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Matthew Google, Aiden Lyons, Gabe Neeson, Ken Perry, and Daniel Google.
Matthew and Aiden switch in positions every lap, 1 and 2. Gabe only about 4 seconds back from there.
3 minutes left.
Matthew showing some good speed with a 13.7 fast lap.
After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Matthew Google, Aiden Lyons, Gabe Neeson, Ken Perry, and Daniel Google.
Matthew's the only one dropping into the 13s. Consistency, of course, is always the key. One-tenth of a second between Matthew and
minutes left.
Aiden, 1 and 2.
After
Gabe
3 minutes
sneaks
30
into that
seconds,
2 spot.
the top drivers are Matthew Google, Gabe Neeson, Aiden Lyons, Ken Perry, and Daniel Google.
Oh no, our leader gets into it a couple times with some other traffic. This could mix it up. It does. It moves Gabe to that top spot, Aiden on the 2. Top
1 minute
three
left.
is really anybody's race. Gabe, Matthew, and Aiden. That orange car is leading us around currently.
After 4 minutes 40 seconds, the top drivers are Aiden Lyons, Gabe Neeson, Matthew Google, Ken Perry, and Daniel Google. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All kinds of pile-ups out there on near the last lap.
Aiden Lyons done.
I think Aiden moved his way to the top. Let's find out when they come around. Whoa, Gabe's a wild one. Last lap chaos.
Matthew
My
Google
goodness.
done. Daniel Google done. Gabe Neeson done.
Ken
All
Perry
drivers are
still
finished.
racing.
Ken Perry done.
He's done. All right, so Aiden sneaks it out by 15 seconds just due to that last lap. Matthew will steal the number 2. Gabe only 2 seconds behind him.
The race is completed.
Stadium truck. Jeff Adolph throwing it down, getting that TQ round 1. Let's see what we can do with round 2.
Josh Adolph.
Corey, do we have more Reefs 299s in the cart? Looking for another quarter marshal on bucket 5. Looks like, oh, nope, Dan's working underneath me. I'll start calling names. Let's see. Gabe, is he out there? Yes, he is. Thank you, sir. Got Aiden, Ken, Matthew. Matthew is the one we're missing again. We got to get out there to corner, man. Keep this show rolling. Track is open.
Jeff Adolph. Ben Adolph. Dan Perry.
Oh, I forgot. I was supposed to start the race at some point. All right, 10 seconds on the clock.
10, 9, 8, 7.
I was about to
6,
announce Jeff in the lead.
5,
But I guess I got to press the start
3,
button.
2, 1.
Ben Adolph gets us started on that clock.
After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Perry, Josh Adolph, Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph.
Way too close to call. That order almost does not matter. There's less than a second between each driver, Josh, Dan, and Ben. Jeff now falling off that pace. Not too far, though. Josh Adolph is on a TQ pace as well. It's still early in the race, though. Leader on his lid. That should give it up to Dan to move into that top spot.
Three minutes left.
Dan Perry up by 3, Associated leading these Losies around.
After 2 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Perry, Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph, Josh Adolph.
Dan looking good with that 3-second cushion and a TQ pace.
2 minutes
2
left.
minutes on that clock. Oh, I lied. I forgot Josh is actually running Associated. So weird seeing an Adolph on Associated. He just got that thing together and had to do some quick tuning.
After 3 minutes 30 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Perry, Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph, Josh Adolph.
At the 1 minute mark, Dan still got that 3-second cushion. He's got to get around Jeff.
1 minute left.
Ben's on the hunt with clear track. Uh-oh. Dan gets his break. Ben will tighten that up, bring it into 1.9 seconds. Go, Dan, go. Better tighten it. Oh, no. That will do it. Ben slides in the top spot. 30 seconds on the clock. Less than a second, though, for Dan to catch him.
After 4 minutes 41 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Adolph, Dan Perry, Josh Adolph, Jeff Adolph. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Josh Adolph done. Jeff Adolph done. Ben Adolph done.
I think Dan, well, let's see what's it going to be. Come on, Dan. Hey,
All
we can't
drivers are
park there if
finished.
we got guys racing,
Dan Perry
Jeff.
done.
Jeff, you're right in the race line. We know better than that. Oh. Okay. All right, well, Dan did sneak that one out at the end for the win and the TQ.
The race is completed.
All right. A few words out of the stadium truck. And we're going to need those 4 drivers out here before we can start, plus at least 1 volunteer. All right, Travis made it back. He gets 1 shot. He's the 8-mile driver. Gets 1 chance to get it done on a Wednesday night. Thank you, Abe, for volunteering. It does get intense out there, especially when racing week to week to week with the same drivers. Those half seconds make a difference. So yeah, quarter marshals, it's even that much more important. Head on a swivel and doing the job to the best of our abilities always. Not to say that was a deciding factor, just pointing something out while we wait. All right, I'll quit rambling. Track is open.
Travis Blocker, Carl Blocker Sr., Lions, John Blocker, Zach Hayes, Ben Castleberry.
Ben Castleberry, the man to beat coming out of that round 1. All right, I've got everyone checked. I'm putting 10 seconds on that clock.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After 1 minute 10 seconds, the top drivers are Travis Blocker, Zach Hayes, Ben Castleberry, John Blocker, and Lions. After 1 minute 44 seconds, the top drivers are Travis Blocker, Ben Castleberry, Zach Hayes, John Blocker, and Carl Blocker Sr.
Travis Blocker coming
3
in
minutes
strong. About a 2-second gap right now. Zach Hayes doing a good job on that too, but he's got heat behind him. John and Ben within a second.
2 minutes left.
I just saw some excellent driving by John Blocker. Got into it with another driver and waited till he got cornered. It was quite painful wait. But that's how you make friends, not enemies, as you're moving your way up the leaderboard. Travis Blocker sitting on top. Ben Castleberry's
After
coming
3
in
minutes
hot.
24 seconds, the top drivers are Travis Blocker, Ben Castleberry, Zach Hayes, Carl Blocker Sr., and John Blocker.
Does look like the winner of the race will take the TQ as well.
1 minute left.
About a second each between 1, 2,
5,
3, and 4.
4,
And surprise,
3,
it's Senior on the
2,
top now.
1. Ben Castleberry done. Zach Hayes done. John Blocker done. Carl Blocker Sr. done. Lions done.
Senior comes in, putting it
All
down hard
drivers
on
are
round
finished.
number 2
Travis
with
Blocker
the win
done.
and the TQ. That's going to move Ben down to the 2. I see a lot of improvement out of Zach Hayes. He was right in that mix. Definitely a contender for the lead or TQ.
The race is completed.
If you check out the Off the Walls YouTube page, you can get some tips for soldering, gluing tires. If you want to glue your tires in less than 30 seconds without making a mess and not using rubber bands, check out that video. All in their places. Track is open.
Dan Peary. Josh Adolph.
All right.
Jeff Adolph.
Paul Thacker
Ben
with that
Adolph.
target on his back, rooting for the underdogs. I want to see Ben do it.
Paul Thacker.
Josh comes in for some practice this week. Maybe he'll take him next week. Put in 15 seconds on that timer.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Corey, are these trucks ready to rock for the mains then? Thank you, sir.
After 1 minute 40 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Dan Perry, Josh Adolph, Ben Adolph, and Jeff Adolph. Three minutes left.
Darn that guy, Paul Thacker, finding that top spot again with a 4-second cushion. Dan Perry's the underdog in position to take him down if he could make a mistake. Dan Perry's sitting comfortable in that 2, Ben on the 3.
Two minutes left.
Couple battles on the track. One is for that second position. Dan currently sitting on it. Ben
After
1
3
half
minutes
second
20
behind.
seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Dan Perry, Ben Adolph, Josh Adolph, and Jeff Adolph.
Jeff and Josh switching each lap, 4 and 5, less than a second between them.
One minute left.
I got Paul Thacker up by 10 and sitting on a 24 lap pace.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dan Perry done. Josh Adolph done. Ben Adolph done. Jeff Adolph done.
Dan Perry squeaking
All
out that
drivers are
second
finished.
place spot
Paul
over
Thacker
Ben, quarter second between them. Jeff and Josh 4 and 5, just a half second between them. Both Ben and Paul at a 12.6 fast lap.
The race is completed.
One last round of our qualifying round number 2. One last heat of round number 2. And we'll move into the mains. Short course is getting out there. Levi, you are not in this race. Sorry, we pulled you out of short course. We were running that in rookie. These guys are running just a little bit too quick, getting 3 laps on you. All right, track is open.
Carl Blocker Sr., Ken Perry, John Blocker, Ben Castleberry.
It's Castleberry with the target on his back. The only guy going 20 laps so far tonight was short course. And I'm putting 15 seconds on the clock.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Travis, where's your zone? Head on a swivel that way, please. At 1.5 minutes, it's still too close for me to call. I'm going to give him about 2 more laps.
After 1 minute 40 seconds,
he's gonna
the
call
top
it.
drivers are Carl Blocker Sr., Ben Castleberry, John Blocker, Ken Perry. Three minutes left.
Some tight racing for that top spot. Senior sitting on it. Castleberry less than a second behind him. Castleberry with the clear track.
2 minutes left.
Still just 1 second flat between Senior and Castleberry. Oh, Senior stepped it out that last lap. Now it's Castleberry and John with a second. Castleberry's walking off the stand. That's what's going on.
After 3 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Blocker Sr., Ben Castleberry, John Blocker, Ken Perry.
If John could find an extra 2 seconds on his pace, he could steal that spot from Ben's now second place on the TQ board.
One minute left.
I got 10 seconds between each driver. So it looks like it's going to be Senior, then John, then Ken.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. John Blocker done. Ben Castleberry done. Carl Blocker Sr. done. All drivers are finished. Ken Perry done.
That's a race. I'll sort out some mains.
The race is completed.
Hey, Mr. Matthew Google. Matthew. Would it work? Could you run back to back rookie and then sportsman, or would you rather not? You just got one battery? Just one battery? Oh, you're using my car in rookie. Yeah, don't worry about marshalling. We'll figure that out. Okay, cool. All right, same question. Actually, Travis, are you running rookie and then sportsman? You're good? Oh, could you do rookie and then sportsman right after? Okay. Heading downstairs with that main lineup. We'll be starting sportsman B main in the first race. Two-wheel drive expert, you guys are corner marshaling. Sportsman B main, I'm looking for Ron, Gabe, Matthew, Ken, and Daniel. We'll be taking one bump to move on through to the A main. All right, looks like I got corners. I got 5 drivers. Track is open. Get some hot laps
Gabe
in
Neeson,
before we line them up.
Matthew Google, Daniel Google, Lions, Ken Perry.
All right, I think those tires should be close to warm. We could probably get lining them up. Ron Lyons taking that top spot. Let's see if he can get it done and move on through. Gabe in the orange on the 2. Matthew on the 3. Ken Perry on the 4. And Daniel bringing up that 5. Levi's a pro at getting those cars set, just the right angle. Looking good, Levi. Thank you. All right, corner marshals, know your zones. Corner marshals ready. Drivers, we're going live on the tone. It's a rough start for our leader. Coming up a little short on those jumps and getting the buck. Looks like Matthew sneaking into that top spot. Ken trailing right behind him. One and two over the big jump. Bumper to bumper. Nope. Ah. No. Matthew gets a bit of a break. That puts Gabe on the 2, Ken on the 3.
After 1 minute 40 seconds, the top drivers are Matthew Google, Gabe Neeson, Ken Perry, Lyons, and Daniel Google.
2 down, 3 to go. Matthew's looking pretty secure with about a 5-second gap. Gabe on the 2. Next up is Ken Perry.
3 minutes left.
Ron was getting close to that podium. Let's see if he can get it done. He's got 3 minutes to find him. Lap times are so similar out there. It is all about the consistency. Pretty much everybody averaging that 14.3. Gabe throwing a 14.1 though. Leader did go on his lid. That's going to put Gabe right up to his back bumper.
2 minutes left.
Someone stuck in the middle with the silver and blue. That is 1 and 2. That's a race around you, silver and blue. Go a little wide, let them through. All right, 1 and 2 to the quarter pipe. Ooh, Matthew gets a little washout. Gabe sneaks to
After
the top
3
spot.
minutes 20 seconds,
Down
the
the
top
stairs
drivers
they
are
go.
Matthew Google, Gabe Neeson, Ken Perry, Lyons, and Daniel Google.
Oh no, Matthew busts something on that front end. He was fighting in that number 2. He's within a second of Gabe. That's going to pretty well lock this one
1
in
minute
for
left.
Gabe. At least 10 seconds between each driver, so this running order should stand till the end. Gabe, Ken, Ron, and Daniel.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lions done. Ken Perry done. Gabe Neeson done.
Gabe will lock it down and
All
get
drivers are
that
finished.
bump.
Daniel Google done.
Charge your battery, and we'll see you in heat number 6. Gabe will move on through to heat number 6.
The race is completed.
All right, one stacked, busy class. This is our 13.5 buggy with 7 drivers in it tonight. Just waiting on our quarter marshals. These drivers are ready to go. Google's to the rescue. We about got it covered. Matthew, we'll use you on number 2. Thank you, sir. Ah. All right, track is open.
Josh Adolph. Dan Perry.
Joseph, if you want to move that
Ben
bucket
Adolph.
forward, just so you're a
Abe
little
Armstrong.
safer from a head injury.
Paul Thacker.
Zach Hayes is rushing to get to the track, so we'll give him a couple laps.
Zach Hayes.
Ben and Paul have the voltage going, both of them overshooting that triple, warming up those tires. This should be a good one. All right, next time around, let's line them up, line them up. Paul Thacker on that number 1 spot. Ben Adolph on the 2, Josh Adolph on the 3, Jeff Adolph on the 4. That's pretty fun. Dan Perry for the 5. Dan Perry for the 5. Zach in the white, or what color? Oh, yeah. We got Jeff, then Dan. Yep, you got it. You got it. All right, this is pushing the limits of what this track can handle. Fastest cars and the most that we put on this track. Quarter marshals, you've got your work cut out for you. Stay safe, stay alert. Quarter marshals ready. Drivers, we're going live on the tone. 1 and 2, bumper to that quarter pipe. Paul and Ben once again. Looks like Josh and Dan are right there as well. Oh, I missed it. Ben snuck around Paul Thacker. Go, Ben, go. Take that rain. Oh, no, that's not the line. Abe, you got number 2 coming hot. There you go. Thank you, sir. Ben still staying good and close to Paul. Paul on the quarter, Ben on the quarter.
After 1 minute 40
Next
seconds,
up is
the top
Josh
drivers
in
are
the
Paul
3.
Thacker, Ben Adolph, Josh Adolph, Dan Perry, and Jeff Adolph.
We were quick to drop those lap times down. Paul throwing the fastest one this track's ever seen at a 12.2. Ben right there at a 12.3. Josh at a 12.5.
3 minutes left.
Paul, your leader. Ben not too far back. He's about 2 seconds and 2 drivers in between them. Closest battle on this track is
2
Paul
minutes
Thacker,
left.
Ben Adolph, 1 and 2, 3 seconds between them. Paul Thacker in that flow, pink and yellow. Ben rocking the purple, chasing him down hard. Paul just threw a 12-1. He's feeling the pressure and turning it up.
After 3 minutes
Responding to
21
that
seconds,
pressure.
the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Josh Adolph,
12.1.
Jeff Adolph, and
Unbelievable.
Dan Perry. One minute left.
At the 1 minute mark, everyone's pretty well spread out. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are looking comfortable. Dan might catch Jeff for that 4. That's the closest battle on the track. Dan is on the hunt for Jeff in front of him as Paul's trying to sneak through. Paul's looking pretty comfortable now, 20 seconds up on the field.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Josh Adolph done. Zach Hayes done. Paul Thacker done. Dan Perry done. Abe Armstrong done. Jeff Adolph done. All drivers are finished. Ben Adolph done.
At the end, it got pretty tight with Ben and Josh, but Ben does sneak out that extra lap as Josh gets caught by the timer. Paul Thacker laying down the fastest lap this track's ever seen, 12.155. I'm going to need to update that board.
The race is completed.
Short course, you guys are up. All right, looks like I got good coverage. Track is open.
John Blocker. Carl Blocker Sr. Ken Perry. Ben Castleberry. John Blocker. Carl Blocker Sr. Ben Castleberry. Ken Perry.
All right, let's put Senior on the hot seat. John Blocker is going to start behind him. Castleberry with that unfortunate break in his qualifier 2. It's going to put him on the 3. Ken Perry bringing up that 4. This should be a good battle. 3. Short course boogie looking good. Corner marshals ready. Drivers going on the tone. Without 7 of you guys on the track, I could watch a little closer looking for those good clean passes. 1 and 2 on the quarter pipe, Senior and Castleberry, very close contenders there. Yeah, it's a tough one. He was sliding sideways, hard to say. There it is. Oh. Go, Ben, go. That's your break. God. Senior gets away. Now he's on the hunt. Going through the battlefield. Let's see what Castleberry can do with it. He gets his bit of breathing room. Senior's going to tighten those lines up. Senior with a fast lap at a 14.4 so far. Ben at a 14.5. Pretty similar. Edge does go to Senior. Plenty of time. 3 minutes 30 on the clock.
After 1 minute 40 seconds, the top drivers are Ben Castleberry, Carl Blocker Sr., John Blocker, Ken Perry.
Is John Blocker moving on up, getting that Number 2 in sight. Number 1 not far from there.
3 minutes left.
See John's in attack zone, moving on to the old man. Castleberry puts down a fast one at a 14.4 to John's 14.6. Ah, Senior missed a lap. I'm gonna change that.
Two minutes left.
Castleberry in the racing stripes coming across the finish line. Next up in line,
After 3 minutes 20
Senior
seconds,
in the black
top
and
drivers
white,
are Ben
4
Castleberry,
seconds.
Carl Blocker Sr., John Blocker, Ken Perry.
Senior's on the hunt. He just threw down a 14.2. That could be enough to make up some ground. Still got a minute 20 on that clock.
One minute left.
Castleberry looking pretty secure on this one. No other battles on the track.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ken Perry done. John Blocker done. Ben Castleberry done.
That's a
All
race.
drivers are finished.
Nice work,
Carl Blocker
Castleberry.
Sr. done.
Getting it done when it matters most. And at least Senior stayed ahead of the youngins for another week. How many more weeks does he get?
The race is completed.
All right, let's see some stadium truck out there. Let's put Jeff and Dan head to head again. Might need to spread them out a little. Heat's turning up.
Ben Adolph. Josh Adolph.
Looks like we got coverage out there. Track is open.
Dan Perry. Jeff Adolph. Dan Perry. Jeff Adolph. Josh Adolph. Ben Adolph. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, maybe another lap if you must. One more lap max and we'll line them up. Dan Perry, move your way to the head of the class. Ben Adolph fighting from the 2, Jeff on the 3, Josh coming in on the 4. Blue car will go to that number 1 spot. Get him good and lined up. Purple is good there, yep. He's good on 2. Blue car goes to the number 1 spot. All right, get him good and lined up. Hey, Levi, line him up so he's ready to enter that corner perfect. Just like you're looking down the front of his hood. There you go. You like it, Dan? Can work with it? All right. All right, this could be a heated one. Let's see what happens. Quarter marshal's ready. Drivers on the tone. Looks like we're all going to be friends after the first lap. So far, so clean. No, Ben hitting some chaos, but Josh moving up to take over the Adolph family name. Your leader, Dan, down the stairs. It's Josh looking to hunt him down. Associated. Josh is figuring out this black carpet stuff. He's got Dan in zone, in sight as they come over the big jump 1 and 2. Dan's fast lap
After 1 minute 40 seconds, the top drivers are Dan Perry,
with a
Josh Adolph, Ben Adolph,
They
Jeff
are
Adolph.
together on the track. Let's see if we can get it clean. It looks clean from here. Very clean. Josh will run to the victory. Ben's going to sneak by as well.
3 minutes left.
We still got 3 minutes, plenty of time to get it done. I'd be surprised if Ben doesn't find Josh on the track. Let's check out their lap times. Josh still has that 13.2 to Ben's 13.5. He's definitely got some speed. Cards are falling in Josh's favor. Couple more trucks on their lid.
Two minutes left. After 3 minutes 21 seconds, the top drivers are Josh Adolph, Ben Adolph, Jeff Adolph, Dan Perry.
Minute and a half left on that clock, and only Adolph's left on the stand. Looking pretty well spread out. Josh up by 8 seconds. Little mistake by the leader. That puts Ben within 4.5 seconds. There's 1 minute left on the clock.
1 minute left. Five, 4, 3, 2. Ben Adolph done.
Josh Adolph
Jeff Adolph
figuring
done.
out this carpet, wheels it around for
drivers
that
are
number
finished.
1 spot. Ben
Josh
Adolph for
Adolph
the
done.
2 and Jeff Adolph for the 3.
The race is completed.
All right, let's throw some rookies out there. Daniel, if you want to join them, that works too for sure. I'll get you on in the schedule. I'll get Daniel in there. We'll get you in there. Levi, can I get you to go across the line? Levi, across the finish line. Make sure I get our transponders
Levi
right
Google.
this time. Perfect. Okay, how about Daniel across the line?
Travis Blocker.
That doesn't work. What the heck? All right, let's send Matthew across the line. He's coming up as Levi. This is super confusing. All right, let's see. How about blue and silver is Daniel. Daniel across the line. Okay.
Daniel Google.
Got it. How about Matthew? Go for it.
Matthew Google.
All right, Travis, are you joining us for the fun or let them run? I didn't even see him. Oh, okay. All right, track is open. Travis broke his buggy?
Levi Google.
What does he need? Okay.
Daniel Google. Matthew Google.
All right. Last race was the Adolf race. This is the Google race. Go ahead and line them up. We'll put Levi on that top spot. I'm going to make Matthew start from the back. So we'll go Levi, Daniel, Matthew. Pink and blue is Levi to the top spot. Quarter marshals ready, drivers. Quarter marshals ready. Drivers ready. We're going on the tone. Oh, extra painful. Got his work cut out now. I think we're rocking 35% throttle. Race line's going to be everything. You can do it with the race line. Slow, consistent, smooth. Zero mistakes. You can do it. Looks like Levi gets past him for the lead.
After 1 minute 40 seconds, the top drivers are Levi Google, Matthew Google, Daniel Google. Three minutes left.
Tortoise and the hare. Our leader is the tortoise. The hare's coming in that buggy. Uh-oh, tortoise on his lid. Here comes the hare.
Two minutes left. After 3 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Levi Google, Matthew Google, Daniel Google. One minute left. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Daniel Google done. Levi Google done.
Ooh, Daniel was getting dangerously close to the hair on that one. 3 seconds separation. He got caught by the timer.
All drivers are finished.
Nice work,
Matthew Google
Levi.
done.
You had some good laps out there. Put quite a few together. That was 60% throttle on a 17.5. I think that's a pretty good match.
The race is completed.
All right, sportsman drivers, A main. Wait, Matthew, who got the bump? Oh, I guess I can find out right here. Carl, Gabe. Oh, Gabe got the bump. That's right. That's right. Dang it. All right, we could definitely use some volunteer quarter marshals. These next 2 races are going to be heating up. Get some quarter marshals out there. We are at 9 o'clock. Should definitely be trying to wrap up. Might have to figure out a way to get our program moving a little quicker. Get a quarter marshal at 2. Thank you, Ken. Oh, looks like Daniel's got us. Perfect. All right, track is open.
Aiden Lyons. Gabe Neeson. John Blocker. Carl Blocker Sr. Ben Castleberry. Zach Hayes.
Travis, do you want to run my car?
One minute to the start of the race.
All right, Travis, you're going to need to get 2 good hard laps on those tires before they find traction. So let's let him spin a couple hot laps. do some burnouts, slide it sideways, see if we can warm them up.
10, 9, 8. Travis Blocker.
Travis says he's ready. We will line it up. Senior to that hot seat. We'll get Senior in the blue and silver on the top. Castleberry in the orange on the 2. Zach Hayes, the white on the 3. Travis Blocker for the 4. That's in my car. Travis will be right behind the white one. John, yep, you got it. Aiden and our bump from Gabe. Getting some extra practice. There it is. Somehow we got an extra driver. That was probably my fault in the setup. So we're going to have a whole busy race here. All right. Quarter marshals on your toes. Drivers, we're going live on the tone. Start it over. Back to the line. All right, silver and blue on the front. Orange. Zach Hayes white on the 3. My car on the 4. All right, this one's going to be a pretty intense race. All these guys have a good shot from the front to the back. Looking for that clean driving, looking for that expert driving as these sportsmen move on up. Corner marshals ready. Drivers, we are live on the tone. All right, Aiden moves his way on up. Senior number 1 spot over the big jump now. Aiden over the big jump now. Castleberry hanging on to that 3. He's got Travis on his tail. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're looking close. Gabe is in the 5. He's right there as well. Aiden and Ben, 2 and 3 onto the quarter pipe now. Senior's got some breathing room in that number 1 spot. Gabe is right there to capitalize on any mistake.
After 1 minute 40 seconds, the top drivers are Carl Blocker Sr., Aiden Lyons, Ben Castleberry, Gabe Neeson, and Travis Blocker. Three minutes left.
Senior in that hot seat in the silver and blue. He's going to be moving through some lap traffic. Silver and blue is your leader. Aiden Lyons in the white and black. He's in that number 2 spot with Castleberry hot on his heels as they come towards the stairs. 2 and 3. Down they go. Silver and blue is your
2 minutes
leader.
left.
Ben keeping the pressure on Aiden. Aiden coming across the finish line with Ben right behind him. They're going to be coming up on Gabe quick. Gabe, you'll have a heated battle on your heels in a moment.
After 3 minutes 20 seconds,
does Ben
the top
get it?
drivers are
Does
Carl
get to
Blocker Sr.,
capitalize on
Aiden
that
Lyons, Ben Castleberry, Travis Blocker, and John Blocker.
Castleberry with a fast lap, a half second quicker than seniors. We got a minute 20 on the clock. Let's see if Castleberry can put in the work. He's got to make up about 4 seconds in the next minute and 10 to find that leader. Our leader is seniors. He's coming onto the stairs.
1 minute left.
Castleberry on the quarter pipe now. One lapper in between. No reverse on the track. No reverse ever used on the track. All right, other notable battles. Looks like John is catching up to Travis.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Aiden Lyons done.
Ooh, last lap. Travis has got to drive it home, stay in front of John.
Carl Blocker Sr. done.
Good battle
Travis Blocker
there.
done. John Blocker done. Ben Castleberry done.
Senior putting
Zach
on the
Hayes done.
clinic, getting
All drivers
it
are finished.
done. Nice
Gabe
work,
Neeson done.
Senior. Heck of a good battle and drive by all. That was some great racing. All right, let's hurry out there, get some quarter marshals, get that last race on the line. We're going to finish up some two-wheel drive expert.
The race is completed. Josh Adolph.
Looking good. Track is open.
Jeff
Gabe
Adolph.
will get you on the 2. I was assuming you're headed there. Thanks, sir. Senior, you're
Adolph.
off the hook.
Paul
Thanks
Thacker.
to our volunteer quarter marshal. Oh, Dan's packed up and gone. Did he actually break? No? Just driving angry? Darn it. All right, let's put Paul Thacker on that hot seat once again. Ben with another chance to chase him down. Jeff will move on to the 4. Oh, sorry, Jeff will move on to the 3. You got it. All right. Quarter marshals ready. Drivers live on the tone. Oh no, a mistake by 1 and 2. That hurt number 2 the most. I'll take it. Josh in front. Let's see some defense. Make himself about 8 feet wide. Oh. All right, Ben's moving right back into this battle. Josh kept Paul at bay for a moment. Oh, that one's gonna hurt. Okay, Ben back to Ben on the top spot, coming over the big jump. Paul coming over that big jump, and Josh right there as well. Some beautiful racing by 1 and 2, trailing through, showing some patience, looking for that opening like that one where he left the door wide open. Looks like Paul Thacker's going to start his ride to the sunset.
After 1 minute 40 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Josh Adolph, Jeff Adolph, and Dan Perry.
Let's see if Josh can move in on brother Ben, get some pressure on him, get a battle going there. Ben coming across the finish line, Josh coming across the finish line.
3 minutes left.
Looking at Paul's lap times, 12.6 at a fast lap with 3:12.7s to back it up.
2 minutes left.
Some serious consistency out of that guy. And those are some seriously fast laps of the two-wheel drive.
After 3 minutes 20 seconds, the top drivers are Paul Thacker, Ben Adolph, Josh Adolph, Jeff Adolph, and Dan Perry.
I will update that hot lap board. And I know we never saw a 12.3 in this class, so I'll be getting rid of that one, but the hot lap board will be updated after tomorrow. Pretty well spread out, about 7 seconds between each driver.
One minute left. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Josh Adolph done.
Ooh, Paul
Jeff
Thacker
Adolph
at 12.597. I do think that's probably another record, but I will double check that one.
Paul Thacker done.
12.597.
Ben Adolph done. race is completed.